The same concept of a conjugate applies in this case as it did when we were working with complex numbers. Both cases make use of this reverse property of the difference of squares. Now, similar to how we end up with a real number if we square an imaginary number, when we square a number that has a square root sign over it, we end up with just the number that's under the root. In other words, a rational number instead of an irrational number. This is really useful. What we might call the conjugate of this denominator here, 1 minus the square root of 2, we can find by just switching the sign here in the middle. So that gives us 1 plus the square root of 2. We know we don't want to change the value of this over here, so we need to multiply it by 1 in the form of 1 plus the square root of 2 over 1 plus the square root of 2. Let's do some math and see what that gives us. We can find our new numerator by just distributing the 6 to both terms here. So we have 6 plus 6 times the square root of 2. The denominator ends up looking pretty simple too. Our first term is 1, and then since 1 times the root of 2 is canceled out by a negative root 2, we don't have any icky middle terms. That's exactly what we saw up here with the difference of squares. Then we just have negative square root of 2 times the square root of 2, which means we're just subtracting the square root of 2 squared. That means our denominator is really just 1 minus 2. Now, 1 minus 2 is just negative 1, so that means that all this really is the numerator multiplied or divided by negative 1. That means our final answer is just negative 6 minus 6 times the square root of 2.